If you're looking for a quiet place full of riches, the Chesapeake Southern Colonies is the perfect place for you to settle.
Like the superior Englishmen that you and I are, our brethren will sail across the Atlantic Ocean to America for gold and riches, getting the believers under God Himself, and maybe even a sea route to China. You'd be rich and prosperous from simply trading with not much effort. Furthermore, for a small price, you can earn 50 acres of land and use the land to farm valuable cash crop and earn a large profit.
Moving on to economics, you might have heard that the Chesapeake colonies were raging at the failure of undiscovered gold within their land. However, that is until, of course, they recently mastered a plan to keep the southern colonies on top of the economic trade. As already known, the southern colonies have rich soil and perfect climate, which would produce successful plantation, it being indigo, cotton, rice, and tobacco. Tobacco is the top cash crop in Virginia, but since there aren't enough settlers to continue producing, planters and settlers such as you may bring young men to help with the labor of tobacco, making plantation easier for settlers like you. These young men would be known as indentured servants. If you choose the Chesapeake Southern Colonies as a place to settle and bring new settlers, you will earn 50 acres of land. The indentured servants will also earn land after serving time laboring. They will then be known as free men. The populations are constantly boosting due to the advantage that both the settlers and indentured servants will earn. Success in economics and trade are increasing national wealth and population in southern Chesapeake colonies such as Virginia and Maryland.
Something that might catch your attention about the southern colonies is that we have the headright system, which is a system in which you are offered 50 acres of land for going and breeding indentured servants. But after indentured servants work for a certain amount of years, you have to give them some land. However, it isn't something you should worry too much about, as many indentured servants, due to the harsh working conditions, don't live very long. If you look to get politically involved, you should look into the House of Burgesses, which was established in 1619 and is the first representative government in colonial America. If you have a wife and decide to bring her, in the unlikely event you were to die, you would not have to worry about your wife, as due to the dower rights, your wife will inherit 1/3 of your property and your wealth will carry on.
Yet another great reason to settle in the Chesapeake Southern Colonies is for its religious diversity, and that some women had better benefits, but for a good reason. Life in Maryland was similar to that of Virginia, but has greater tolerance of religious diversity. Also, unmarried and widowed women could take advantage of their legal power and run their own businesses and control their own land.
When you arrive at the southern colonies, you tell yourself, God has bestowed peace and prosperity upon me. And you may be in fact right. There is no one in your way to kill and take all the wealth from you, because all the Indians are not only in low numbers, but are being dominated by our fellow brethren and sisters. The reason Indians are being dominated is because of the pitiful uprising in 1622, in which Native Americans fought against us after they realized we wanted a colony, not a trading post.
Living in the southern colonies will surely be a killer experience. It's for real estate.